What is going on, everybody? It is Craig, and I'm back with movie number 75. 75, so we're officially three-fourths of the way through. This is a movie that I debated whether or not it counts, but it counts. And I remember in a past year, I actually even did the Boy Harsher video of sorts that was on Shudder. But this is Milk and Cereal. I was just going to spell out the cereal part, but you can see it in the thumbnail and in the description for the video. This is straight on YouTube. I'll even put the link. I'll even put the link in the comments below for you. And I tell you this, man. I read a little bit about it, saying, "Hey, found footage, $800 budget, yada yada." Like, this is one of those cases where I don't believe that $800 budget. And if it is really just the case, it's because all the people who have the talent to do some of the stuff that was done, they did it for free. Because it definitely was not your typical micro budget movie. And that's not even a micro budget. I don't even know what you call $800. Catering for a week or two for them. But anyway, this movie, I loved it. I really, really did. And here's how you know I loved it. Because the first thing that came to mind to compare it to, because I think it's amazing if you can watch a movie and have no basis for comparison. Like, you see something completely bespoke that's like, oh my god, I can't compare it to anything. But I personally compare this to Creep. Now, Creep for me, and Creep 2, and the Creep series that's coming out, I can't wait for. One of my top 10 items in my collection is one of the original Peach Fuzz masks, which wasn't actually called Peach Fuzz. I forget what it's called now, but it's very hard to get because at the time it was just a cheap mask that was made that, kind of blended out of collections, and then once it was, turned into an icon in that movie. I realize I'm talking more about Creep than I am about Milk and Cereal. I don't want to spoil anything, so that's why I'm going slow with it. I did kind of give you a little bit by saying it reminds me of Creep, but you also can see what their thumbnail for the movie they put out looks like. This movie, in 62 minutes, did more or does more than a lot of movies do in 2 hours. I'm going to look more, do a deeper dive into the writer, director, all that, and see what else they have out there, because I'm in. Like, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. It had cool twists, and considering the time constraints, I does say it does accelerate. Like, I think this could have probably got away with being an hour and a half movie, because there's definitely a pace where it's like, okay, it's a certain theme, certain thing. It's like, oh, when did we get into fast rain all of a sudden? When did that happen? I didn't even see his tone signal. But I will say this: my rating for this movie is going to be a really high one. It's not the highest of the season for me, but I'm honestly giving it a 7 out of 10, which that's more than some movies that I put on this list that I like. Like, that's like higher than Abigail, and I enjoyed Abigail. Like, it's not as high as Low Lives, which I think still might be the highest. Might be. I gotta go back and look through all my numbers. It might be just the highest of 2024. But anyway, folks, putting the link down below. Let me know what you think. And I didn't forget what I mentioned a couple of videos ago. I am going to do that contest soon for the signed Tobin Bell. I could just reach down and show it to you again. Signed Tobin Bell 8x10, Beckett Authenticate, Bacon Soda, Jigsaw. I'm actually just going to do it off comments. So I'm not going to tell you when. I'm not going to wait to video 100. But I think the next time I see a movie that I just really dig, that's going to be the one that I attach this to. The next time I have a movie that I'm rating over 7. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe if you see me post a movie that you thought was great, maybe I'll share your likes with it. And then I'll just do a comment pick on that after some amount of time has passed. But anyway, check this out, Milk and Cereal. I don't want to spoil anything. That's why I'm kind of talking about other things here and there. So definitely not my most thorough breakdown and review, but I don't want to spoil it, man. Watch it. Tell me what you think. Till next time. Peace.